cloudy and damp. Oh, it's not the greatest, brightest, sunniest of mornings, but it's a morning. So let's do this thing at 8:01 now on a Monday morning. It is November the 13th. This is Coffee Talk. Good morning. I'm West 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. Thankfully not tracking any hurricanes or anything like that, but we do have our own little thing to watch. This is a live look outside. Epcot, Spaceship Earth, Guardians there on the right. Body Wars Pavilion there. What is it? The Journey Through the Body? Is that what it was called? The Journey, the Human Experience. I don't remember what that pavilion was called. Anyway, there it is kind of in the foreground too. Gray, cloudy, and in many locations, even damp. Let's get over to our first warning, live Doppler radar. And we're watching showers. Let me take you in. First off, here in Flagler County, not watching any shower activity there, but down into Volusia County, a little bit of rainfall, Daytona Beach, down through New Smyrna Beach, Oak Hill, Edgewater. It's fading before it really moves into DeLand. We come down into the metro area. Most of it is all east of town. Brevard County, just hit or miss showers through Port St. John, down through about Melbourne, Palm Bay, Grant, Valcaria. One interesting point is the metro is showing like a sprinkle or two, but I could tell you, having just dropped the kids off at school, like there is misty showers that are not showing up. Basically, it's just like low cloudiness that's sitting over top of us. In terms of temperatures, 62 in Ocala. Like, what a difference, right? 62 in Ocala. It's 72 in Melbourne. So the temperatures just vary depending on exactly where you are. It's damp. It's cloudy. All the airport, I was just trying to listen into air traffic control, and it was super, super quiet over at Sanford, at least where I fly. Nobody was even shooting an instrument approach. Like, what's the cloud bases there down to? Let's see. Stand by. All right, so Sanford is reporting overcast at 700. Orlando International Airport. Overcast at 600, Orlando Executive Airport, reporting overcast at 600 and mist. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. This afternoon, we'll keep cloudy skies. There's our day planner forecast. Maybe some sun peeks through, otherwise it's cloudy. 77, 11 o'clock, about 78 by lunchtime. And 81 our high temperature. And there will be showers around today. So have a poncho, have an umbrella, something to that effect. Thankfully, we're not talking about like severe weather, but it's going to be cloudy and it's going to be damp around Central Florida. That's just where we're at. High temperatures, by the way, neighborhood by neighborhood. There you go, right? 81 degrees in Orlando, 79 in DeLand, 75 degrees in Ocala. And as far as the rainfall areas go today, it's mainly our like East Coast areas, but some of those showers will move inland. So let's do this. Let's take a look at our Futurecast model together. All right, here we are this morning with the coastal showers, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, some of those showers around, and through the day, showers. The further east you live, the better opportunity you're going to have for it to rain on your parade, right? Then let's look ahead to tomorrow. All right, more moisture is going to be moving in, so showers to start. Watch that widespread activity into the afternoon and into the evening, right? Yeah, and then into Wednesday, more moisture moving into town, right? Yeah, Wednesday into Thursday is going to be looking pretty wet. Why? What's going on? Well, for right now, we've got this old stationary front that's starting to work back in, and because of that, we're getting some of these showers. But over the next couple of days' time, watch the Gulf of Mexico storm system is developing, and we'll be moving in, thrusting rain into our area. Yeah. Nancy says, I'm currently at JFK Airport and can't stay. Hope everyone has a great day. You as well. Safe flight. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to watch those rain chances building. How much? Here's a look at the rain coverage over the next couple of days. All right, 30% today, 50% tomorrow, 60% Wednesday, and a pretty stormy 70% on Thursday. Beth says we do need the rain, and that is correct. We definitely do. We need that rainfall, 100%. Tim, can Snarky Eric come back today? You just never know. You just never know when you'll get him triggered. You just never know. Glad to be heading back home for sure. Yeah, so we've got the rain around. Yeah. In terms of the forecast, let's take a look at the two models that do a pretty decent job of, longer range modeling. All right, here's the GFS model through Friday, showing a 1/2 inch to almost 2 inches of rain in Central Florida. All right, we look at the European model, showing a bit more. So, it just depends on which solution you look at, but both models are giving us a decent opportunity for some rainfall. Yeah. Standing in my house and looking outside yesterday, it seemed I was further north and waiting for it to snow. Oh, I would agree, Brian. It felt warm. I mean, it didn't feel warm. It just felt mild, but it looked like it should have been raining and cold and snowing. So, yeah. There you go. Kathy says, I prefer the Euro. Yeah, I mean, a couple inches of rain is never a bad idea. One thing to point out, though, like things like the Keach-Byram Drought Index, when we look at moisture in the soil, we are starting to trend a little drier. We're light blue. I mean, we've been in the dark blue range, so we're getting there. We're still not bad, though. Fire Danger Index, this should come as no surprise, is low today. Yeah. Yukon. If you're American before you go in the bathroom and American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you in the bathroom? European. That. I've been in the weather game 22 years, and I've never heard that one. Good gravy. You learn something new every day. Yeah. Cheryl says, yesterday was the best weather. Biked 20 miles, and it felt great. It was a day. It was an interesting weather day. And, we've got like an interesting little trend of weather here these next couple of days, right? So, obviously, not only does the rain chance increase, but we could be talking about some storms as well. From about Wednesday afternoon through Friday morning, okay? In terms of like the threat for stronger storms, the good news is we're not really looking at anything too bad. There is the threat of some thunder and lightning Wednesday into Thursday. Yeah, so we'll watch to see if it tries to get feisty. At the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to get too much. Yeah. But, we need the rain. As a matter of fact, I thought this was really interesting. I looked these stats up, and it says yesterday. I don't know why it says yesterday. Oh, it's because Marquise did it. So, essentially, I made this graphic yesterday. That should say Saturday in the bottom corner. Here, let me fix it real fast. Marquise saved it, but he didn't need to change it from yesterday. Yesterday. Hold on. Saturday. Okay, there it is. So we had a 28-day stretch of dry weather in Orlando, and that ended on Saturday. 0.11 inches of rain fell. Felt like a lot more over at the bounce house. But the reason I'm mentioning this is because that ended the third longest streak of dry days in Orlando for 20 years, which I thought was really an interesting little thing. I thought it was a really interesting little thing. So there you go. There you go. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, yeah, basically, we've got ourselves a pretty decent little stormy pattern the next couple of days. Here's a look at the long-range futurecast just to kind of dial that in. There's that storm system in the Gulf of Mexico really dialing up Tuesday. You can see the rainfall in our area already. Then that storm system really pushes in Wednesday into Thursday. There's Wednesday night, Thursday stormy weather, right? Lunchtime Thursday, and then clearing out by like late Thursday into Friday. And then we turn much, much, much quieter. I mean, there's Saturday afternoon and evening, like some clouds, but much, much quieter. So we do look better and better and better. Just have to get there. Yeah. It's interesting, the dry season early. I mean, it's, we are where we're supposed to be in terms of having a dry season, But that said, like, look at the satellite and radar right now. Like, there's a bunch of cloud cover and a few of those coastal showers, but there's that storm system out in Texas starting to come together. That's going to be the one that heads our direction. And let me just say this. This is going to be the second storm system that kind of gets its act together and works our direction via the Gulf this LRC cycle, which means, to me, it probably will be an active Gulf year looking at 2024's hurricane season. At least that's the way it looks right now. Priscilla, the 540 line, cute also. Nowhere near us. Yeah, I mean, I could pull up surface stuff, yeah. Yep. Jessica, I thought with an El Nino, it's supposed to be a wetter winter. That is usually the case, and it remains to be seen. There's another storm system right there over Texas coming on our direction. So, there you go. All right. Any questions about our local stuff? Nikki says, nothing like that rain on Saturday night for the UCF game. Felt good in the stands. I mean, I got so wet, all my hair stuff went into my eyes. Diane, you mean Campeche will be active? It could be. Dana, just shoot me an email and I can forward it to whomever. We're all invested in your weather lessons. Thank you for helping us be more nerd. Well, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. All right, so let us talk, a little bit tropics. Remember, hurricane season runs through the end of the month, so we are not to the end of hurricane season yet. We do have an area to watch down in the Caribbean. The good news for us is, at least right now, nothing is threatening us in Central Florida, but here's a look at the satellite, okay? And watch near Panama. You see that bubble up of convection there? That's the area we're talking about. Hurricane Center is kind of highlighting this and saying, over the next few days, as this area of energy kind of tries to lift up into the Central Caribbean and eventually near Jamaica, the east end there of Cuba, west end of Hispaniola, and eventually looping on out, there is the chance that this gets going. A medium 60% likelihood that this becomes something tropical in nature, okay? If it does, the good news is that the models are not throwing a threat our direction. Next name on the list, by the way, is Vince. So we'll watch, but should not be a threat to us. Now, of course, how do we know that it's not a threat to us, right? One of the ways is by looking at the computer forecast models. So let's do that. Let's look at the raw model data together. This is the American GFS. All right. Let's take a look and just kind of see what it's got for us. Okay. So first and foremost, rolling through time. Rolling through. There's that area of low pressure developing in the Gulf of Mexico. And at the same time, you've got the area of low pressure developing in the Gulf, and you've got that area of low pressure near the K and Coffee Talk at the bottom. So you've got two areas of low pressure kind of showing up. Right? And then, interestingly enough, on Thursday, the GFS has like another low forming over like the Bahamas all of a sudden. And so there's this really complex setup of a Caribbean low, a Gulf low, and a Bahamas low, all trying to work together. And how does it all play out? But either way, the one in the Caribbean that may try to get going tropically should not move toward Florida. But it could mean and will mean one way, shape, or form or another that we've got a wet week. But it's interesting how the GFS has got that Gulf low and then boom, right there, that Bahamas low. That could add some complexity to our forecast picture. And then after that goes another Gulf low. It's going to be a Gulf year, I think, hurricane season-wise. Cold front moves through. And that's the end of the GFS. Let's look at the European. There's the Gulf low forming. There's the Caribbean low forming. Now, interestingly enough, that Gulf low, according to the European, it kind of starts spreading across the peninsula, right? And then develops a parent low off the east. So that's something kind of new over the last few runs, and that adds some complexity to this forecast. That also, changes our local forecast a bit. And then as that pulls away, it will allow that Caribbean storm to pull away. There's a little front, and that's as far as the... I can throw the control out just to look. There's some sort of a little something in the Gulf. There's another low. Yeah. There's another low in the northern Gulf. Yeah, it's going to be a busy... I think that the Gulf is going to be busy this upcoming hurricane season. That's the way it's looking right now. That's my initial thought process. But that's where we're at. So in terms of the models for right now, it's definitely looking like we've got a wet forecast this week. And we back that up using our 7-day forecast, right? 30% coverage, mostly cloudy skies today, 30% coverage of rain. But look at how your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday stay cloudy, but add in the thunderstorms, right? It's going to be a stormy couple of days. It's going to be a cloudy couple of days, a wet couple of days. And then by Saturday, Sunday, we should be able to start clearing things out just a little bit, which, is always a good idea, right? High temperatures, by the way, back into the 70s, morning lows hanging out in the 60s. Right? All right, anything? Question, comment, concern? Anything? How y'all doing? Anybody have anything to add to the chat? Victoria says 27 this morning. Temperature or age or maturity level? Rain for the UF-FSU game Saturday after Thanksgiving. Saturday after Thanksgiving, there will be a storm system around. It's a little far out to get into the details of that, but there will be something around. It's funny. I use an air conditioning company, and I pay a couple of $100 a year, and they come out, check the unit twice a year. Conrad has a CFI. This weather sucks. Conrad, why are you and I not flying? Why are you not my CFI? Huh? Conrad? What was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, anyway, they called me to schedule my winter checkup, before we throw the heat on. And, and I thought it was kind of funny. It's like, oh, I guess we are, to Thanksgiving. Like, I've got all my Thanksgiving stuff around the house, Lovely day for some approaches. Oh, yeah. I was just listening to a podcast about going from your private to your instrument because, yeah. It would be a good day for some approaches, right? Bases are at like 600-700 feet. I don't know where the tops are, but, as long as you can hit your minimums. Oh, boy. Good times. It would be a good day to do some approaches. Winds are calm. Yeah. Now, this is a good IFR day. Not tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but yeah. Anyway. Anything else? Anything? It's supposed to rain all day Thursday, specifically wondering about Thursday evening. So, it's a little... Listen, I mean, being that it's Monday, we can't get too into the weeds of it, but I can at least show you the long-range futurecast to give you an idea, okay? So there's storm system kind of heading to us. So there's Tuesday afternoon showers around our area. Big storm system in the Gulf of Mexico. Storm system moves in, so there's Tuesday late night. Tuesday into Wednesday, it's going to be stormy, right? Like there's Wednesday night, storms around early Thursday. Is it going to rain all day Thursday? So like there's Thursday morning, some rain around. But notice through the day, it actually looks like Thursday would be early rain and then kind of clearing through Thursday. That's at least what we're looking at right now. Yep. Approach control, this is Enterprise. Ready for docking maneuver. 0, 0, 0. Destruct 0. Will the rain be cleared out for Mickey's Christmas party tonight? It's going to be cloudy and at times damp, crisp. But honestly, as long as you've got the opportunity for a poncho or even some longer sleeves, you're good to go. Yeah, you'll be all right. All right, that's all I've got. Anybody, anything else? Anything else? Destruct sequence completed and engaged. Awaiting final code for a 1 minute count. Oh, wait, no, I already did 0, 0, 0, destruct 0. Nice, just scored another touchdown. Oh, man, I love it. Keep that going, Kevin. Keep that going. Texas Tech, Houston, all winnable games. Don't mess it up. Let's do bowling our first year in the Big 12. Wouldn't that be fun? Cindy says, flying from Kansas next week. Tuesday. Spending 6 weeks in Ocala. Hope the weather's good. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. Some clouds, some showers, but better than Kansas weather this time of year. That I can promise you. Y'all need to stop it with that M word. Which one? What's the M word? What did I say? Did you get the turkey blow? Oh, the blow up to go. Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, Taylor, I pissed the children off on a minute-by-minute basis. But yes, I'm looking at that stupid turkey. And because I bought the cheap one from Amazon, every time there's a hit of moisture, his head just like goes down. Tim, I'm a CFI, too cute and funny individual. Well, Tim, why are we flying? I got a lot of flying to do. All right. Moist. They're saying moist. I don't understand why people don't like that term. Like, I've never understood that. And I've heard it before. Like, people are like, don't say moisture. And I'm like, that's telling a doctor not to say the word medicine. It's just a part of the vernacular. Laura, I piss the children off minute by minute. Listen, there's... I know everybody says it gets harder and harder and harder. But y'all, let me tell you something. Like, I got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I'm just like, if they don't kill each other, it'll be a miracle. I have to get in there a referee, like like I'm working for Vince McMahon's Enterprise here. Because it's gross. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I wish that wasn't like... He said medicine. I know, right? Like, I wish that one of the words that I needed to use... I mean, I could go to it like, what's a synonym for moisture? Like, sorry, I said it again. Wetness? Is that better? Vapor? Dampness? Clamminess? Mugginess? Dankness? I've never heard that term. Wateriness? Ay, Gewalt. Y'all, I'm not doing that. I love ya. And it's just going to be one of those, we have to build a bridge and get over it things. I'm not saying dank. I've never heard that. What is dank? What is dank meaning? Huge dank cavern? Disagreeable, damp, musty, and typically cold. I have never heard that term in my life. How funny. Drippy. Like, what? Priscilla, thank you. Diane says, stay with the M word. I love the reactions. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. So Cindy says, moisture is fine. It's just when you drop the "ur" that makes me squirm. This is so funny. I've always heard it, and I just don't understand. It's so funny. How funny. Mine's 9, and it does get harder in some areas, easier in others. Jackie Ann, I love the blow-up lawn decorations, but I 100% have to know the wind speed predictions because the farm things try to fly away and if it's over 10, 15, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For my yard's sake, yeah. Dank, moldy. Dank is like a basement in New England. I have never heard these. That's so funny. Dank is damp. Dank is too negative. Like, dank? I heard... Okay, here's another one, okay? This gets into the same context. So, big UCF fan, and everybody was talking about the drip. They were like, check out the drip. And I'm like, what the heck are we talking about, the drip? And Jeannie's like, the clothing, you know, like what you're laying out there. And I'm like, what? And she's like, go to Urban Dictionary and look it up. And I'm in the stands, and like there's an older couple right near me, and they're laughing because you know they were thinking it too. And they're like, drip, this is our drip. And I'm like, what are we talking about, the drip? Have I gotten to the age where I don't... Look, I know I'm not cool, okay? And odds are y'all aren't cool either. You just may or may not admit it. You're cool to me, but like... But also, am I to the age where I just need to start Urban Dictionarying things like drip? What? Taylor, his conversation's taking a hard left turn. I know, that's where coffee talk takes you sometimes. Christy, for women, it hits differently. Touche, Christy. Point taken. Oh, God. I thought dank was slang for awesome. Maybe it is, Joe, and I just don't know. These are all things that, like, what if I'm saying bad words and I'm going to get fired over it and have no idea? Ay. I didn't know what drip meant in this context. Right? Terry says, I haven't been cool in years. Never heard of these things. But they're like on the Jumbotron and they're like, this is our drip. And I'm like, what are we talking about? I get you on the lingo, like people using the word bussin'. I mean, at least I can apply that. Stick to the classic dictionary. Yeah, I'm like more of a Merriam-Webster's kind of guy, you know? Jenna, 35 has hit hard because I can't keep up with the slang. I used to be cool. I never was, but I tried. And now I'm almost to 40 and I'm like, you know what? Now my body's hurting. Like I'm done. I'm done with even trying to be cool. I'm just out. Jan, you're right. Squirrel. Christy, do you know what yeet means? I do, only because in texting Kellyanne, she'll say yeet. And I'm like, what does that mean, yeet? Christy, I'm 44 with a 9-year-old. I'm clueless. Girlfriend, I'm not far behind you, okay? I'm 39 with a 5-year-old and I'm clueless. Emily, I don't know what my 11-year-old is saying half the time these days. Yeah. Brenda says drip caught me at UCF game 2. Did you have to look it up? Okay, what is yeet? Joe, I'm going to look it up. Okay, according to Merriam-Webster, because I feel better, I feel in a warm blanket. What does yeet mean? Yeet is a slang word that functions broadly with the meaning to throw, but especially to emphasize forcefulness and a lack of concern for the thing being thrown. You don't yeet something if you're worried that it might break. Yeet is also used as an interjection, most often to express excitement or enthusiasm. And that is how Kellyanne used it, is the interjection. Thank God Merriam-Webster does these. Because I need Merriam-Webster to help me. Stacy says, I'm 63 and still cool. I feel like that's possible. Some people are able to stand the test of time. This dude ain't one of them. Funkin' Wagnalls. Oh my gosh. Now you're going back. Yeah. So yeet is like YOLO when throwing something. Yeah, basically, yes, that's one way, Joe, to do it. Right. The other one is like, I think I'm going to get a cheeseburger for lunch. And she'll be like, yeet. Drop the mic, that kind of thing. In my day, let's see. I don't know what bussin' until Big Brother learned what yeet means. I'm definitely not cool. Yeah, I know. Try collagen powder. Add to your coffee. 2 scoops. We use it daily. Works for pain. Joint pain. Excellent or sponsored. Priscilla, that's funny. In Deep Southern, it's a contradiction to jolly. Yeah. Jeet. Jeet yet? Nah, Jew. Yomp too. I. Name that comedian. That's funny. Too funny. Your. That's right. Yeah. Mildred, Eric, don't feel bad. I'm far behind. I just learned what bussin' was the other day. I've never heard the term until just now, but I can assume. Let me look. Bussin' definition. Bussin' definition meeting Webster. Thank God Merriam-Webster does this. Bussin'. Extremely good. Excellent. Oh, I thought it meant moving. See, there you go. Becoming a leader now and showing the younger people what to do is bussin', really. People really do look up to me. Extremely good or delicious and tasty. See, I was all wrong. I just thought it meant you're moving. I'm bussin' somewhere. Nope. Apparently it just means you're the leader. I'm bussin' the weather. These are I'm starting to understand why we don't live forever. You'd think that it's the carbon-based body. No, it's the brain. It's because you're like, this crap's changing way too fast for me to keep my head wrapped around it. Oh, man. See, I thought that it was we bussin' the kids, Victoria, but yeah, apparently it just means like, I'm bussin' the weather, son. I'm the leader. I guess. I'm just learning. I mean, look, the kids these days making the new words. It's cool. Now that, Sonia, I use that statement all the time. Never assume anything. As my English teacher taught us, assume is to make an ass out of you and me. Yeah, I say that all the time. All the time. All right, John, you got it. All right, just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Just want to make sure. I'll go back to groovy. I like groovy. I like groovy, baby. I like it. Me? Okay, Eliza, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Diane says, careful, we're taking a baby step toward being cool. I know. And we need to stop at that point. We need to stop. We cannot be cool. We're already cool. I know. Rad. See, Wendy, I'm an 80s kid. I'm going to be stuck in the 80s. And this is why I recognize. Yeah. I love the bumper sticker that people have that says I used to be cool. And I didn't used to be cool, but at least now all of my cool friends from high school and college have joined me in the not cool club. They're just in denial. I know the truth. I'm throwing out the reality. Man. People have words and sayings unique to not only their age, but the area of the country they live. It's true. Like the most famous, y'all. I love how you say, thank you. Yeah, Yeah, hang loose, brah. How you doing, brah? Yeah. When am I flying next? I believe Thursday, as long as the weather looks good. As long as we get some sky conditions taken care of. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll be okay. Good times. Yeah. We do recipes. We do weather, Christy. We do vocabulary sessions. Pop quiz soon enough. Oh, man. All right. Any questions about the weather? Anything? Time for an Eric dance. Tim, be good, buddy. Take care. Easy. Jesus, Tim. I need to go take one of my allergy pumps in my nose. I haven't done it yet today, and it shows. Yeah. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Clouds, misty showers. Yeet. Coffee. Yuns are crazy. Hey yous guys. What are they doing? What do the Pittsburghers say? Like, there's a term that the Pittsburghers use, and I'm trying to think of it right now. Other than pierogies, what's the? Oh my gosh, I can't think of what they say. But there's another one. Yeet coffee. There you go, Nicole. Yeah. Beverly, we're not too Yuns. Is it Yins? Yes. Barb, right. Yukon, yes. Yuns guys. Yeah. That's what I was. Yes. We don't know the recycle yet, so there you go. All right. I think I'm doing Wesh 2 News at noon and 4. I think so. I gotta go. Yins. Yins. That's it, Audrey. Yeah. Yeah. I want pierogies now. I know, right? All right. I'm going to go do a little cleaning around the house and go see mom and then do the noon and 4. Train, though, off the tracks this morning. I like it. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Take care, you all. I will see you, I think, in West 2 News at noon and 4. We'll figure it out.